Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the archetype reading for the masculine. Um, and again, this is going to just be what they are currently needing to work on. Maybe something that they are, what God wants for them to be aware of. So this focuses on, again, the wound or the ancestral things that have been passed down amongst the masculine. Parental care. Wow. Whew. Okay. um, so I would say um, parental care. So the thing that has been something that's been passed down, something that has been um, pretty much, and I mean, it's crazy. Actually, Father's Day was last week, um, but basically the attitude or the belief that men are incapable of loving, of nurturing, taking care of their children. This has been an attitude. This has been a belief um, that has been not only accepted, but has been repeated in the media, and um, the lack of acknowledgement, the lack of care when it comes to men and being parents. Again, it's just the belief that they're a man, so mothers do everything, men don't do anything, men are incapable. This is the attitude, this is the thing that we project onto men in general. Where this belief stemmed from, I have a few theories. Not even theories, but just, again, it's a repeated kind of deal. So let's go back to, again, hunters and gatherers. All right. Again, men, they were the hunters, they were the gatherers, they went out, they protectors, they were the ones who fought, they went to war, they did all of these things, right? Now, a lot of times, um, many times, okay, and it played out in different ways. So it could be because the man was out protecting the house, the family, providing for the family. The man, he experienced grave danger. There was a chance that he went and he did not survive, or there will be a chance that there's a chance that he just did not survive. So that left mom to be at the house, to protect, to nurture, to care, to provide, whenever the man was unable to come back home. Okay, so even those, when they went to war, it's different things that plays out to it, right? Either way it goes, the lack of, the man having to go out into the field and protect and provide, and to experience or to be exposed to grave danger on the regular. If he did come home, there may have been a lot of things on the mental. There may have been a lot of things that he wasn't able to articulate, or maybe he wasn't able to be vulnerable and share with his wife, share with his children. Maybe he had been absent in that sense, in the emotional sense, because men are not given the space, again, to show that part of themselves. The message that we give men is that no matter what you're going through, no matter what you are experiencing, no matter what you have seen, you cannot allow your family to see you at that point, you know? And so, again, having these expectations, putting these expectations on men, on people in general, that they cannot express themselves, or that if they express themselves, that they are weak, that they are inferior, or that they are not men. If we're telling that to our men, they're going to eventually start to shut that off. So again, they're shutting off that feminine quality, that nurturing, that emotion, that vulnerability. They're shutting that off. And in turn, that is impacting their care with their children. And so I feel that now more than anything, it's men are being called to balance that out, to understand that their role as a father, as a parent is vital, is important, and they are just as important, and they have equal importance as the mother. You know, again, like I said, I'm saying this in gender terms or whatever, but again, just realizing that that's kind of the pattern that has been seen in history. But that it is okay to show that side, and to know that regardless of what society is telling you and what people envision of being a father is, or taking care of your children, you fathers, we need you. That's really what it's about. We need you. We need you. And you don't get the credit you deserve. You don't get the love, the praise. You don't get the acknowledgement. You don't. And especially not compared to mothers. And again, I don't quite know why not. I don't understand why. But we got to get there, and we have to figure that one out. So that's going to be the task for me, to look into that and just try to figure out where that stemmed from. And okay, well, I'll say where it stemmed from. So in regards to all of that, like I said, the history, it's also the feminist movement. Again, the feminist movement, there's nothing wrong with acknowledging and fighting for women's rights, but it becomes detrimental when, instead of fighting for equal rights between men and women, you go to another extreme and you go to this attitude of women are better, men are inferior. That's detrimental to what needs to really happen. It's pretty what's the word? It's pretty counterproductive. And we still don't get to where we want to go to. We still don't find that peace. We still don't find that relation between men and women at a healthy level, because we're focused on power and not on love. So anyway, I say that to say that this is about the masculine getting in touch with this feminine side, this nurturing side, and even for those out there who are not parents to a child, in the sense of a obviously a human child, and even those who do, also parental care and care for yourself, for your inner child, to not ignore that, to allow yourself to go back to that place of vulnerability. So that's really what it is. Masculine, right now you're being called to get back in touch with who you are as your child, as going back to your childhood dreams, going back and taking care of yourself. Masculine, you have been taking care of everyone else. You've been taking care of everyone else but yourself. Even in spite of the messages that you weren't shit, or that you, that, there's just so many messages against men and fathers. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and read from the book. This is getting long. But I know, again, this is something that God wants to get out, so that's all right. Parental care. Okay, let's see. So it says this card indicates that the parent-child roles have reversed and you are now involved in the caretaking of your folks. Elder care is a process of attending to your elderly or medically challenged loved ones, which can mean a big lifestyle change for you. Of course, you care about their health and comfort. However, how do you balance your own health and comfort? You drew this card because your aging parents are weighing on you and you are guided to ask for help and support from healthcare professionals and other relatives. It seems that you might have been assuming that no one else would lend a hand, yet garnering appropriate assistance is essential to everyone's well-being. Loving someone does not require you to be a superhero or to wreck yourself to have him or her. Love takes everyone's highest good into account, including into your own. Additional meanings: caring for a friend or relative, deciding on living arrangements for aging parents, healing your relationship with your parents. Okay, so even though this is what the book said, again, I still feel that it is more about, again, since this is talking about the wounds and things of that nature, that it really is about the nurturing and parenting your inner child and also your child, but again, it is about taking care of yourself, and that again, masculine, you have been taking care of everyone else, and because of that, you have placed yourself and your own emotions, vulnerability, all of those things on the back burner to the point where you don't even know yourself. And so again, getting to know yourself, and again, getting to know your feminine self at that. So that is that. I will post these because again, I just feel that this is what's needed to be healed. And with that, I am done.